Hello, everybody. It's Christina Fasonic, and I'm broadcasting live from Wheeling, West Virginia again tonight for the Writers' Conference of Northern Appalachia's live reading series that we started because of Corona, but we'll probably keep going for a while longer, even after we're allowed to be free and roaming out in the wild together. While I was waiting in the green room, my mind got distracted a little bit and I started humming Waiting in the Green Room to Smoking in the Boys Room. So clearly I need a habit. I would like to get online here my co-host Damien Dressing.
Hi, Christina.
Hello, Damien.
How are you tonight?
I can't find you. Are you in the screen with me yet?
I'm in the show, according to...
I'm good. I don't see. There you are. There was a lag of some kind, as there is. You're good, though?
I'm good. Yeah, I am also looking forward to being free and in the wild.
Yeah, I know, right? Who knows? What are you going to do first?
Oh, my. I think I'm confronted by it's the tyranny of choice.
Yeah, right? I think I'll probably just sit out in the sun in disbelief until my retinas burn out or something awful like that. So tonight we have a new reader, and his name is Wesley Scott McMasters, and it's, do you know Wesley, Damien?
I do not know Wesley, but he actually is. I've been looking at what's been going on in the life of Wesley, and he is actually connected up with Mammoth Books, which is in our neck of the woods up by Clarion, University of Pennsylvania. So that's pretty cool.
Fantastic. And I noticed, and I'll bring him on so we're not talking about him like he's not here in 1 second, but I noticed in his bio he said he's from Patton, Pennsylvania, and I happen to know where that is, and I'm guessing that not a lot of our audience does. So let's bring Wesley on. Hey, Wesley, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. Thanks for having me.
If memory serves, Patton is in Cambria County. Is that correct?
Patton is in Cambria County, yeah.
And there's some little towns there like Nanticoke, for example. Yeah. Yep. And what's that one with the G in it?
Grampian?
Yeah, there you go.
Grampian, yep.
Yeah. That's a really interesting place in Pennsylvania, that whole county. I happen to know it because of the Ukrainian Catholic community that's there.
Yeah.
In Evansburg and that area. So,
that's great.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I know where he's from. That's cool. Yeah. So it said in your bio that, or you said in your bio, not it, you're a person, that you are in...
He's in East Tennessee, Christina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you said that you were in at Carson-Newman University, right?
Yeah, Jefferson City, Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's that? Is that a big change from Patton, PA?
It's less of a change than I anticipated.
Fascinating.
Yeah. We're I'm about an hour from the Smoky Mountains. So just like that, the mountains start to crest near. When you're looking towards Altoona, Pennsylvania, I can see them here when I drive down the road into Dandridge. So it's different. So the major difference is that here they say Appalachia, and if you say Appalachia, it's problematic. So I've been telling my colleagues that this is the Writers' Conference of Northern Appalachia, because they don't recognize the term Appalachia, and I'm not sure where that happened, and I'm too scared to ask. So,
well, rest assured that you're in safe hands here. You can say it however you want it, right, Damien?
That's right.
We are open to any possibility. What did you say, Damien?
Well, we're 50-50 on the show. You with Appalachia, me with Appalachia. So we make both camps welcome.
Great.
Absolutely, and everything in between. And so to tell our audience a little more about who you are, it says you have a dog named Poet who came with the name, which is fascinating. Yeah. And you teach American Lit and creative writing at Carson-Newman University, and you have a couple of books of poetry out. One's already out, Trying to Be a Person, right?
Right.
And you have another one that's coming out later from Mammoth Books, in which my lover tells me about the nature of wild things, which
Right.
I really want to read just whatever came from that title. That sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Damien, you have any further comments before we peace out and let Wesley do his thing?
No. I noticed that that Tony Vallone from Mammoth blurbed your first book, and he must have
did.
enjoyed your work so much that now Mammoth is publishing your second book. So right on, that's really cool.
Yeah. No, Tony. Tony was my first poetry professor forever ago.
Aw.
So
Right on.
yeah. It's pretty great to work with him so many years down the line too. So
Now, are we going to hear from Poet as well?
Poet's sleeping, but I'm sure that he might wander out eventually if he hears me reading enough. So
All right. Well, I'm looking
Cool.
forward to hearing some work.
thank you.
All
Thank you.
right. So, Damien and I are going to disappear
Okay.
only visually for a second and let you do your reading. We look forward to it.
Thank you. So I was thinking that I'll start with the title poem from the forthcoming book, in which my lover tells me about the nature of wild things. The epigraph says that it's after Jack Gilbert, a Pittsburgh poet, and it's for Caroline. So this is in which my lover tells me about the nature of wild things. Bodies shake, tremble, small things whispered into the ear of a lover, small things about days and friends. My lover's body does not slow or stop when she tells me about the nature of wild things. In her eyes, I see 6 dragons. 4 are named Salt. They are wild things indeed. She tells me these wild things, they roam across every mountain, staring at the peak as long as they can until gently sliding down into the gulch. Their journey does not end. These wild things, they overwhelm my lover with a quick gasp of air as she turns over in early morning. She feels the wild things. And when my lover wakes, she tells me about the nature of wild things. She searches for her glasses next to the bed. My lover asks, "Are you listening?" "I am listening," I tell her, and ask her to remind me of the nature of wild things one more time. So that should hopefully open the forthcoming book here from Mammoth sometime this year. And then I thought I'd jump to, I'm working on a series of poems that are closely tied to my roots in Cambria County. So part of the Polish Catholic community in the area where I grew up was known for statues of Madonnas, and sometimes people would fix the Madonna in a refurbished bathtub. And so this imagery is really a big part of my childhood and a part of growing up in Cambria County. And so make it into the book. But this is, they're Bathtub Madonna poems. And so this is a later one in the series. This is called Bathtub Madonna Has a Vision of Her Grandfather. Sunday afternoon came like honey dripping from spoon into tea after lunch. Slow and sweet and not your favorite color, but certainly a beautiful one. In quiet reflection, she sees the tea bag drying on a spoon, forming a face. Her grandfather is smiling. He asks her, "Are you okay? How is the boy?" And she weeps for the following hours until the tears slow like honey dripping from spoon into tea after lunch. And I thought I would end with, I'm actually working on a translation of a book of poems by a Syrian poet named Asif Abdullah, and I'm working closely with his son, Neshwan Abdullah from Indiana, PA. And I don't speak Arabic, Neshwan does, and so we've been kind of working together to translate his father's poetry, his late father's poetry from Arabic into English at a very important time. So I just have a brief, it's actually a fragment of a poem from a collection of his father's, and this poem is called What the Poem Told Me. And so this is Asif Abdullah translated by Neshwan Abdullah, his son, and with a bit of my help. I have quit dancing and talking at salons. I have no more need for makeup. I am going into the woods with God. I want to cover my face with the dew, sand, river stones. I want to find a prophet there, touch his face. I want to visit the dreams of a young woman and become a part of her stories. And that's that. Hopefully we'll have more poetry of his to share in the future. So.
Wow.
That was some stuff.
Thanks.
What do you think, Damien?
I thought it was outstanding.
Yeah, that was incredible. Very, very moving, all of them. Very rich with imagery.
Thank you.
I could really see everything that you were talking about. So thank you very, very much for coming on and sharing with us. And please let your friends know what we're up to over here.
Absolutely.
And we'll be working on coming up with a website that'll feature all of our authors. But it's taking time because semesters are still rolling. So
Sure.
anyway, so I'll have a link for you, though, if you want to share with some people. I saw that there are some people that couldn't listen tonight, but I'll have a link to share with you later this evening that you can share with your readers and fans.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Thank you so much for having me. This is awesome. It's a great opportunity, and it's really cool that you're keeping, poetry and fiction alive here in this kind of difficult time. So
we need it now more than ever, right?
For sure.
And it's readers like you using their time to participate, as well as the audience, that we're so grateful for.
Great.
Absolutely. Well, thanks. Have a great evening.
All right.
Thank you.
Wesley, take care.
All right. Thanks.